Welcome to Redvee TV, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2022 season, as we continue our build-up to the new Betfred Super League campaign. And with less than 7 days to go before the new campaign, it's our number 6, Kevin.
It's Jonny Lomax.
Jonny looks like he is kicking that ball very aggressively, Kevin. What sound do you think he's making?
I don't know. You're better at that than I am, I think.
Well, looking at his face, it's more of a.
Yeah, he's not caressing it, is he? He's giving it some oomph.
He's not dabbing it behind the line. That's definitely a 40-20 attempt on that kick, isn't it?
Yeah, defo.
Jonny is sponsored by LPL Building Services for the 2022 season. Jonny Lomax, then, Kev. There's not a lot to say because the man's a superstar. What I will say is, he's not aged, has he?
No, he's not. He looks exactly the same.
Not like certain members of our squad.
Yeah, probably me as well. If you look back to when we first started these videos,
it's working with me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you used the phrase superstar there about Jonny. I think he is. I think, you know what, Morgan Knowles had that, where people said he was underrated. I think that is more a Jonny Lomax thing than any. If you're going to pick someone, and don't get me wrong, I think Jonny Lomax is a rated player, but if you're going to pick anyone, I'd probably pick him as someone who is underrated, potentially by fans of other clubs, because you don't get to see him week in, week out. Don't get to see how clever he is. He's such an intelligent rugby player. He's fantastic to watch. He's found his niche at halfback there after being a fullback for many, many years. And he's just he's a joy to watch, isn't he?
He is. Does his role change now? Is he more Master Yoda this time round to Lewis Dodd, the old pretender or the old entertainer, teaching the young prodigy?
Well, I think he's part of our leadership team anyway, isn't he? That's it. He's played so many seasons for Saints. He's been around the place for so long now. Yeah, he will guide him through. I mean, I'm going to have to nod and smile because I'm taking it that's a Star Wars reference, and I've never seen Star Wars. I have no intentions of watching Star Wars, so people can write it and comment or whatever, and it's not going to happen. But listen,
do you not watch The Mandalorian?
I have no idea what that is. The closest thing I know is a DeLorean, which is in Back to the Future.
Well, if Jonny would be, say, Yoda, Lewis Dodd would be Grogu.
So if Johnny's Doc Brown, Lewis is Martin McFly. Because you're explaining something from something that I've never seen. He is going to kind of form how Lewis plays, kind of put him in the right positions when he needs to, kind of give him that guidance, that hand on the shoulder when he needs it, to get him round a field. I think that's obvious just with the fact that this is Lewis's first full season as a proper first team squad member with a number 7 on the back. I know he played quite a bit last year, but I feel like this is the first bit. Well, it is the first season where Lewis is, you are the first choice. You are 100% the first choice. You've got the number to match that, and he'll need that guidance from Jonny.
Just from what you were saying earlier, when you say underrated, Jonny is probably the definition for me of the underrated superstar.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, I think people will turn around and say, no, Jonny's rated, he's an international, and all this. But I just think because he goes about his business so quietly, so under the radar at times, that 14 days to go, because he goes about his business like under the radar. I think that that's what I mean by he's underrated. Not necessarily that people don't rate him, but I think, like, you look at social media towards the end of last year, people were pointing out that he didn't have as many assists as he'd had in previous years. People were calling for Jack Welsby to be put in the halves alongside Lewis Dodd, even for the grand final. And then you see in the grand final who sets up Kevin Nagama's match-winning try. It's the master at work, isn't it?
He is. He is. He becomes just reliable, and I think because he gives you that 7 out of 10 every single week, 8 out of 10 every single week.
At least.
Yeah. You don't notice him as much as you should. Has he still got you blocked, Kev?
Yeah. I was going to bring this up at the end. Yeah. I don't know why.
He hates you. He just hates you.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what, though?
It's a good look, Kev. That's what it is.
I've spoken to him. Like, I think it was at one of his testimonial dues. I was speaking to him and we're having a good chat. And I thought, I'm not bringing it up now. I'm not going to mention it at all. And I came away, I was thinking, you should have said, why have you got me blocked? But then, well, he has. Just go through the Redvee site and read his tweets there.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you tomorrow.